Hey guys, Bratty Biker here. Hope you're all doing well. I hope this lockdown is treating you all well too. Welcome to the channel. So you might be wondering, what is this blue panel doing here on a red theme motorcycle? Let's check it out. So these were the side panels that came with my motorcycle when I got it. Except for the monograms and these L clamps, the side panel in itself are not originals. These are made by a company called as BluArmor, pretty famous. They are not of great quality and original stuff is very expensive. So right now they are not significantly broken. Also, for example, if you take the right side panel, the top portion of the clamp that mounts is broken. So they are holding up okay-ish. If you guys have broken side panels and if you guys want to change, there are quite a few options. There is this ABS thing where it is just pure plastic and there is no paint. You guys can paint it whatever you want. So the company gives it without paint. And then you can spend a lot of money and get OE Toshi made Japanese panels. Cost a lot of money and they're pretty old. You don't get new ones today. So even after spending so much money, you will have to spend money on getting them back to shape and painting all sorts of things. I found something pretty cool, pretty unique. It's a lot stronger than your normal plastic like these. So let us check it out now. These are the panels that I bought. These are made by a company called as ZMod, and the cool thing about them is that these are not made from typical plastic. These are made from a material called as fiberglass. It's pretty strong. It's very, very strong. These are the things that you see on rally vehicles where they fall a lot, and the panels are pretty lightweight and they still hold up to a lot of beating. So these are the panels. Another cool thing about this product is that if you guys notice on the left side panel, let me show you on the existing one, you have this hole. This is for your oil tank. You can see through this to see your oil level. But since I am running premixed, if you guys knew or not, I'm not using an oil pump. I'm running purely premixed. So I don't need this hole. So I've asked them to cover it up. So that's the best part. You have direct contact, direct access to the company itself who are making the set custom made for you. These are not mass produced ones. You can ask them to alter it as per your wishes, and that is one thing that I've done. As you guys can see, the holes, the edges are still visible, but you don't need to worry about it, because once you sand it and do the painting procedure, it will look exactly like brand new OE finish. You won't have these minor surface imperfections after you've done the painting work. Another thing I've done, especially on the right side panel, is as you guys can see, this is the old one, and you have this gap here for the oil tank and this one for the battery. Here I've also asked them to close it a little bit so that I just have the gap for the battery. So let me show you on the ZMod panel right now. So the whole thing has been closed. Here's the difference between the stock one and the custom made one. Hope you guys can see that. So that curvature that comes here has been closed. So there is no gap when you see from the side. So that is one thing that I was a little particular on, and they were kind enough to do this for me. If you guys also want to know how to get rid of the oil pump and run premixed, you can watch the link down below. And if you want to know the differences between running premixed and running with the oil pump, which one is better, which one is not, you guys can check another video, link down in the description box below. The first advantage that I can see is how strong these are compared to these cheap BluArmor panels. It's not very expensive actually. It costed 800 rupees for me, including shipping and everything. But for me, we had run with some sort of issues with exactly the left side panel. I'll show you what it is now. The problem is that the length is a little too big. So if it sits here, it doesn't sit here, it goes away. If it sits there, it doesn't sit here, it goes a little this side. So the length is a little bit too big. So I'm gonna see what I can do about this. So I had to send this panel back to them, and I also had to send my BluArmor right side panel back to them for them to get an accurate shape. So they done a great job on getting it back to proper shape, but I still have one small problem. To show you what the problem is, we'll do a side by side comparison. As you guys can see, look at this mounting holes size. It's a lot bigger in diameter compared to what has been provided here by ZMod, both at the back and at the front. This is broken anyways, even also at the front. So the problem is that it won't go and push itself in properly on the provided mounts on the chassis. Let me show you now. There is one mount here and one mount here. So these mounts are where the right side panel goes and clamps into. The problem with this ZMod panel, as you guys can see, is that both the front and the rear mounts are a tad too small. So it's rather difficult for me to show, but I'll try. The flash on. Anyways, as you guys can see, it just won't even go in because the hole is too small. Same story on the back side too, won't even go in. See that? So we have to enlarge in these holes. So I'm not exactly sure if all of the panels that people get has this issue, but anyways, I'm going to show how to fix it, because I don't know if you will or you don't get this issue and you have proper mounts that are not this small. I hope you don't get this issue, but even if you get this issue, you guys can follow this video so that you can mod this yourself, and so that it will fit properly. So let's go do it now. So the idea for that side panels mount is to have two locks like this, one on the front and one on the back, instead of having like this, just two locks so it holds on tight. So let me take the side panel and show you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut here, okay, and then we're also gonna cut here. So it's gonna lock itself into place like this. So you won't have the problem of this being too small for it to get inside the mount. So let's do that now. To do this, what you want is you want this. This is a small hand saw. So here is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this hole a lot bigger by shaving it off so that the distance here is enlarged. Same story here, but do it this way. Okay, let's get that done. Before you guys begin, I want you guys to wear some sort of protection for your eyes and for your respiratory system. So wear a good mask and wear a clear lens, because you don't want the stuff to powderize and go into your lungs or go into your eyes. Not a great experience. Okay, I'm all set, so let's get that done now. Yeah, so now this is a lot larger. Let's do the same here. Yeah, so as you guys can see, it's a lot larger. Now let's go and check it. Let's install it on the bike and check it. Yep, perfect fit. So we just need to tighten it down and it should work fine. Speaking of tightening down, the hole also is not very well done. You guys want to get it enlarged, so yeah, the hole is a little too small. As you guys can probably see now, the hole is a little too small. The normal bolt is not going in, so just use something sharp and just make it larger and it should be fine. So do I recommend this product? Definitely. I really think that this is a much better option than paying so much money for an original old Toshi panels or even Lomax panels. For less than $1,000 for a pair of two that are custom made and can suit your needs as per the way you're building it, that's a great thing. Apart from the small niggles like that, the mounting points, the front and back being a little too small, and the bolting hole being a little too small, these are all DIY fixes that you can do yourself, so it's not much of a problem. So that's how they look right now, and you can of course get them painted. And if you guys want to purchase this, I'll leave the contact number of ZMod below. You guys can call or WhatsApp message them regarding your requirements on the side panels. You can get them just like OE with the oil lens hole, unlike mine. That's obviously possible. I modified it as per my requirement, again which is possible as per your requirement. So if you guys want to get it, just contact him and let him know that you need a set. I think he accepts Google Pay, Paytm and all those UPI stuff, so you guys can pay him and send him his address and he'll ship it to you, and you guys can probably follow this video, and if there are any mounting troubles, you guys can just slightly mod it so that it can fit like this perfectly. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys found this useful. If you did, please do leave a like below. Please do comment down your video suggestions, your video requests. I shall put in my best efforts to get it done for you guys. Do subscribe to the channel for more two-stroke content. And as usual, keep the blue smoke alive. Bratty Baker signing off. Have a wonderful day.